Hello, everybody. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Welcome to the 5 a.m. Movement Soulful Saturday Sharing Circle. I welcome you all. I hope you all are doing very well. I request you all to please turn on your cameras if possible. Hello, Maushumi Ba. So good to see you. Welcome. Hello, Ravina. Hello, Lokesh. Hello, Sonal Batra ji. Welcome. Hello, Ojas. All right. So welcome to the sharing circle with the 5 a.m. movement. We generally have the mental health sharing circles on the Fridays. But last time we had a lot of people who requested that sharing circles weekends mein hone chahiye. So today we had it on Saturday, but somehow I see low turnout today. Anyways, whatever, whoever is present, I really welcome you all. So this space sharing circle is an open, non-judgmental space for everybody. Every week we take up a new topic, a new theme, and we want everyone to participate here in sharing on the topic. The sharing is not based on your expertise. यहाँ पे हम में से कोई भी experts नहीं है. मैं host हूँ. I'm just here to facilitate and open up the space for everybody. I'm not here to teach anything. And this space is for all of you so that you can share from your life experiences. अगर आप कुछ भी इस theme के बारे में महसूस कर चुके हैं, from your life experiences, whatever you have felt, any lessons you have learned, the space holds all of you. We are here to hold the space for you to speak out your truth without judgments and here to support you. So each and everyone here gets 3 minutes to speak on the particular theme कि आपकी जिंदगी में इस टॉपिक का क्या महत्व है, किस तरीके से आप experiences करते हैं, and then we can share. All right, here we are not promoting any particular view. We are not here for any agreements or disagreements. Nobody is here to present any comments or opinions about what anybody else is going through. All right. So today's theme is balancing professional and personal life. Yeah. Hello, everybody. If anybody new has joined so far, hello, Yogini ji. Hello, Kanchan. Very good to see you all.
Hello, so Tanvee ma'am.
Hello, hello. Very welcome. So the theme that we have today, the balancing between personal and professional life, we saw कि हमारे mental health group में ही बहुत सारे लोग इसके बारे में questions करते हैं, इस बारे में चर्चा करना चाहते हैं, and that's why we open this space. Now, just to brief a little bit about, just to brief a little bit about in the history of mankind, the whole concept of work and profession had been very different, right? There was a time when women used to take care of the house and men used to take care of the work outside, and both the work were considered to be equal. Then over time, with the advent of capitalism and the concept of money, came the whole aspect of work as a domain of power and prestige and money and growth and identity and materialism. तो काफी divide वही से पैदा हो गया regarding work, the whole concept of work and profession. Then, of course, the whole divide that men had profession, men used to go to work, but women to ghar mein rehti thi. But again, we have seen changes over time where men and women both have taken up their particular roles in the sphere outside house. And now there is a whole aspect of life which revolves around profession. आप क्या काम करते हैं, आप कौन से काम से you get the source of income, and the more money you have, the more status, the more power, and then the whole run around it. In सब के चक्कर में a very important part of our life, that is a personal sphere where we take care of ourselves, the space which is not related to that work, but our relationships, everything takes a different sphere. Today's theme about balancing this whole part is really to question ki ye divide, is there really a divide between the personal and professional sphere? In fact, there has also been talk about balancing work and life. Is work and life different? Work is very much a part of life, right? So professional and personal life का जो divide है, क्या ये सचमुच exist करता है, और अगर करता है to what extent? What challenges have you faced in bringing those together? What challenges have you faced in playing the roles in both the spheres? इसको बैलेंस आउट कैसे करते हैं, क्या चैलेंजेस है, और आपने किस तरीके से उसको बैलेंस किया हुआ है, क्या लेसन्स आपने सीखा है? If you could just share it with all of us, that would be a very beautiful way to open the sharing circle. Yeah, I welcome everybody to sharing circle. Once again, we have some new participants. Welcome Sia, welcome Rohit, welcome Ranjita, and welcome Ash. I hope you all are familiar with the topic. We are here to talk about balancing personal and professional life. Okay, so now I would like to open this circle so that you can share about your personal experiences, about the ways in which you have adopted both spheres of life, and the ways in which you have faced challenges and you have found solutions to it. So I would like to invite you to please turn on your cameras and unmute yourselves whenever you want to speak. Please take a maximum of 5 minutes, and please listen with an open heart and share in this circle. We are non-judgmental here, and we are just here to give you a space to open up. Yeah. All right. So I'll just call out the names and you can just unmute yourself and speak. So firstly, Yogini ji, would you like to go ahead with your sharing?
Let me think. I need to share. Hello.
Yes, Yogini ji.
Ma'am, somebody to start, and maybe I'll add on later on.
Your voice is breaking.
Let me ask you to ask somebody else.
All right. Okay. So maybe I can go. तो मैं अपना शेयर करती हूँ पहले. Generally, I don't go first, but I prefer giving the space to somebody else. Okay, so balancing personal and professional life for me had been very challenging. Especially when you are a single person. I think आपके life, आप जब एक profession में होते हो तो your whole life becomes that. I remember कि मैं काम पे जाती थी और आके भी I used to have work planned कि मुझे घर पे क्या करना है और ऑफिस में क्या करना है. तो वो डिवाइड मुझे बहुत बाद में समझ आया when and that time I was already burned out. क्योंकि और कुछ था नहीं, काम के अलावा। सो वो प्रेफरेंस देना मुझे आया नहीं था टू अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम। एंड now I have seen with the advent of time, professional life का मतलब भी change होता जा रहा है. It's not just the job and what brings you money and stuff, but it's also your interests and hobbies. उससे आप जो चीजें करते हो वो भी आप एक प्रोफेशनली करना चाहते हो, वो भी आप करते हो, like 5M movement for us. तो ये भी एक प्रोफेशनल स्फेयर है हमारा, but it's not related to finances or a source of income, but it's related to our passion and interests. So हम वो भी जब हम करते हैं, then what is the divide between our personal life में हम क्या फिर रखते हैं? Because जब आप एक पैशन को प्रोफेशनली करने लगते हो तो वो आपका जिंदगी का बहुत बड़ा, and then I think वो divide कहीं ना कहीं break हो जाता है. I have seen a lot of people, some of my friends who are so much into their work and their profession कि उसके अलावा उनका personal life भी नहीं है. Somehow they enjoy doing that. So वो divide मेरे लिए personally इतना balanced नहीं रहा है. But over time I have tried to bring a balance just by reducing the amount of hours I'll be online, या फिर dedicating a particular number of hours that after this time I will not look at my emails or I'll not reply to messages. I'll focus on my books that I want to read. I will focus on my meditation. I'll focus on self-care. I'll sit with mom and chat for some time. So wo divide dheere dheere I have tried to bring, and that ways I'm somehow trying to bring a divide and juggle with both. Otherwise I had seen that profession में हम इतना घुस जाते हैं उस पे में कि फैमिली वो एकदम बैक साइड ले लेती है, वो तो आ ही नहीं कहीं पे. आई यूज्ड टू थिंक कि ठीक है हो जाएगा, बट आई लेटर ऑन फेल्ट कि फैमिली रियली फील्स नेग्लेक्टेड एट टाइम्स. तो वो स्फेयर में थोड़ा सा अभी बैलेंस करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ. somehow कभी कभी होता है कि ये टाइम अगर मैं काम में दे दूं तो शायद ज्यादा प्रोडक्टिव हो या उससे रिजल्ट्स ज्यादा. But I have also learned to not see things from very results and output oriented way, but rather being okay with, okay, this much time I gave to work, now this much time I have to myself and family, and things which are completely based on my self nourishment. So yeah, and I really want to hear from all of you. आपके क्या challenges रहे हैं और आप कैसे इसको juggle करते हैं? Yeah. Okay. So we have new people. Thank you, Kanchan. And please, आप जब sharing सुने तो you can put your comments on the chat box. We love to hear your comments. We love to hear what you have to say. Okay. So we intend to have the sharing circle for an hour. So let's open up and share our parts. So I'll keep on taking the names, and whoever is ready, आप please unmute करके अपना part share कर सकते हैं. कोई force नहीं है यहाँ पे. Please feel that it is a very own open space for everybody. So yeah. Okay, Supriya, would you like to share? If yes, you can just unmute yourself. If no, then I'll come back to you later. Sonal ji, would you like to share?
Not now, Tanvee, not now.
Okay, going forward, Sia. Okay, Supriya, you joined Abhi. ठीक है. Sia, क्या आप शेयर करना चाहेंगे?
Hello.
Hi, Sia. Voice break. Your voice is break.
I am also facing the same problem right now. You told that you could not balance your professional and personal life. Same with me. I also couldn't balance my professional and personal life.
तो अभी आप क्या करते हैं, किस तरीके से करने की कोशिश करते हैं?
Actually, my job profile is like 24/7. That's why I am also not able to balance my professional and personal life. How can we get time for get time, me time, and for children and all?
Right.
एक्चुअली क्या होता है, जैसे मैंने अपना टाइम टेबल बनाया कि ठीक है मैं करूंगी, इसको फॉलो करूंगी, ये टाइम सिर्फ एक लॉक कर लेती हूँ, इसमें करूंगी। तो क्या होता है कि कोई ऐसी अनवांटेड या अनअवॉइडेबल फोन कॉल्स आ गई, आप फिर अपने ऑफिस के काम में इंडल्ज हो गए, तो वो आपका एक ब्रेक हो गया जो आपने शेड्यूल बनाया, फिर से आप उसको दोबारा बनाते हो, तो एक वो जो आप होता है वो खत्म हो जाता है। फॉलो माई टाइम टेबल। मुझे लगता है कि कई बार हम बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट हो जाते हैं, तभी नहीं होता, हमें फ्लेक्सिबल होना चाहिए। आई थिंक कि अगर एक हमारा स्लॉट अगर ब्रेक हुआ है तो हमें नेक्स्ट उसी मोमेंट से स्टार्ट करके इससे फिर स्टार्ट कर देना चाहिए।
Yes, definitely. Start afresh. Do you mean to say that, Sia?
Right. I would like you to throw some light on this issue, how we can balance.
ये बहुत ही रेलेवेंट है कि बहुत लोगों से ये हमने सुना है कि 24/7 का जॉब होता है, आपको एनी टाइम अवेलेबल रहना है। तो is there anybody else who is facing that, and if you have faced it, how have you dealt with it?
Pardon, couldn't listen you properly.
As Sia ने बोला है about a very relevant issue जो सब लोग फेस कर रहे हैं आजकल, कि आपका जॉब demands that you are available anytime, right? 24/7 as you have said. तो यहाँ पे ऐसे कितने लोग हैं जो ये फेस कर रहे हैं, and how are you handling it? I would just ask this question to everybody, and please unmute yourself and give your ideas, suggestions. How are you handling this situation? आप कैसे कर रहे हैं? We have a lot of people here. My bhabhi is here. Hello, Vinita Bo.
Hi.
Welcome. Hello, Prashant. Hello, Ananta. Hi, my dear friend Kostav. Hello, Bhumi. Hello, Priyanka. Hello, everybody who have joined just now. Hello, Shrikar. So we are talking about balancing personal and professional life. And just now, we are giving a space to everybody to come out and share कि आप लोग क्या face कर रहे हो इस domain में. Are you facing challenges? And if you are, then what kind of solutions that you have thought about, or what has worked for you? And if there's something that has not worked for you at all, so we are here together as a community to share from our experiences कि कैसे हम कर सकते हैं और आप लोग कैसे करते हो. Hello Kamal, welcome. Hello A, welcome. And Yogini ji, have you raised your hand? Would you like to go ahead?
Yes, I would like to speak on this. Even when I was having working with a corporate house, it was very
too much it was. 24/7 क्या 48/7 बोल सकते हैं उसको. It was very hectic. The job profile was too much to handle, and I singly handling so many projects simultaneously. So during that time, I had to travel a lot, and it was getting too much, very difficult to look into the house matters, as well as somebody is ill in the family, some and personal खुद के बारे में भी सोचना. It was not possible at all during that time. But still, I managed to somehow learn to delegate tasks in the house only. अभी मैं ये करूंगी, आप ये कर लीजिए. And some of the tasks we kept it to the weekend, where both of us could do, myself and my husband, we could do together, like shopping for the vegetables, fruits, or whatever we did together. कपड़े भी एक हफ्ते का एक बार ही धो देगा. All these also are tasks. हम सोचते हैं कि बाई करेगी, लेकिन बाई नहीं करती है सब कुछ. We have to manage on our own many things. If somebody is ill in the family, then we may have to take the support of some extended family member, to take the person to the doctor or to the hospital. And there are so many things that we somehow, women, as women, we think we are super women. When it comes to men, they are so very easy going. इतना मतलब हम लोग पूरा सिर पे ले लेते हैं. ये जिम्मेदारी जो है, जैसे कि पूरी दुनिया की जिम्मेदारी हमारे सिर पर है. ये नहीं करना है हमें. That's what I realized, that we need to breathe, take breaks in between, power breaks, power naps. Now I started doing that. Earlier I used to never do that, and then it starts taking a toll on your health, and you're not able to think clearly when you overburden yourself, when you're doing 24/7. So you need somewhere you need to be very clear headed, even if the work is like that, 24/7. Still you need to be very clear in your mind that I will give only this much time to my work. Of course, you're getting paid for it, no doubt, but you have to dedicate certain amount for yourself also. So that is, and even about the diet, we tend to ignore our diet. So when we are working like this 24/7, we just eat whatever comes in our way. And like, हम लोग तो वड़ा पाव और चाय पी के भी काम किया है, सुबह 7 से लेके 12 बजे तक. But that is not good at all. When I look back, I feel I have ruined my health, because of being very careless about giving priority, so much priority to work because I'm getting paid. That is not should not be the case. Just because they are paying you doesn't mean that you are a slave to them. You become a slave, of the company. When you make your things clear to the company, they realize that you are going to do only this much and not beyond that. And don't stick yourself over, extend your hours of work unnecessarily. अपना काम जितना बनता है उस समय में करके निकल जाओ वहां से. Be professional. Because these corporates nowadays, they just exploit you because jobs are scarce. So they think that you are replaceable, you are indispensable. So that is one thing that I learned. We should never show ourselves to be vulnerable in front of the bosses or colleagues and all. Never share your personal experiences or your personal problems to your office colleagues, and because you are there as a professional, not as a to make friends in the office. So because when you share these personal things, then it goes to the bosses. Somehow it reaches them, and then they feel, oh, isko hum log exploit kar. Vulnerability ka bhi they exploit you, your vulnerable situation. तो इस तरीके से बहुत सारी चीजें हमको सुनने भी आती है, और हमारे साथ भी हुआ है ये बातें. I have experienced this, so that's why I'm just sharing. I remember once it was even on a Sunday, where they used to organize meetings. So one day I just put my foot down. I said, no, I'm sorry, I cannot come on a Sunday. And then that's when they realized that we cannot take her for granted anymore. After that, they never called me. Otherwise, it was, any time of the day, the phone is ringing. One day, then I just told them I take my calls only from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. After that, my phone is not available. So anybody wants to make a call, please send me a message, text message. Then I will revert back if it is urgent. This is the way I started dealing with people. And that's how, they also realize, the company people and the bosses also realize that there should be a personal life also, for people whom we are employing. So this is the way I handle my situation. I don't know how others look at it, but I am very firm on certain things.
Thank you. So you're saying that being firm had helped you in this
Yes.
process, and dividing the time key, you will be available for
Yeah.
work this particular time
From
only, and after
Yeah.
that available. Yes. Yeah.
And Saturday, Sundays are for the family. If we have a weekend off, Saturday, Sunday, because those are the only 2 days when you can do your personal work, going to the bank, and there are so many list of things to be done that we don't get time, and we are doing this kind of job 24/7, which calls for so much of attention. So these 2 days you have to keep it for yourself and your family, come what may.
Yeah.
So this is the way I dealt with it.
Thank you so much, Yogini ji. So what Yogini ji did was division of time, basically, between personal and the professional sphere using. So thank you very much, Yogini ji. So this particular divide, this kind of an experience we have often heard in the corporate sphere, so-called the corporate world. यहाँ पे बहुत देखने को मिला है. And is there anybody else who have had such experiences and who has come up with any such solution to deal with it? There are a lot of comments for you, Yogini ji. Wonderful.
Okay. Thank you.
Please keep on sharing in the chats. Anybody else who would like to
Okay.
share from that sphere? And you can unmute. So corporately तो है ही और हम please mute yourselves, everybody else. That's the so-called job, right? 9 to 6 job, yeah, 9 to 9 jobs, and those 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts, and whatever that is. But besides that, there are other kinds of works also. So there are people who must be working in other kind of settings, not particularly corporate, but the government sphere as well. They may be running their own businesses, and आजकल profession का एक अलग domain भी देखने को मिला है, that people are picking up their passion and interests and hobbies as their professions, and they don't go out to a particular setup to work. They don't have a particular person who is giving them tasks and have demands or employers, but they are their own bosses. And they don't go out to work, but they have made their workspace at home itself. And you are not fulfilling demands of somebody else and doing something which may not necessarily bring joy to your heart. But there are people who have also started doing things which actually makes them feel very happy, and they have turned it into a profession, and it's a full-time profession in that, and that too in your house itself or some other kind of activities. So in that case, for those people, have you felt that divide, and how are you dealing with it? I know Moshumi Ba is one such person who has turned her interests and passion into profession. And so Moshumi Ba, if you would like to share, how do you balance it out, and how it has been for you?
First of all, thank you so much, Tanvee, for inviting me to your session. And this is so wonderful to see you running a beautiful session. This is a 5 a.m. session. Wow, and you must be working at 5 a.m., all of you. Good. It's really lovely to see all of you. Namaste, everyone. Yeah. My name is Moshumi Phukar. I'm from Assam. And so Tanvee is also from Assam. We are sisters. And she's one of my very, very, very beloved one. So it's a pleasure to join all of you today. So, coming to the question of work-life balance, personal and work life. So I have worked in private sector. I have worked in corporates before 2018. And then in 2017-18, I was hit by depression and many sad stories in my life, and things were not working at all, coming to a place of anxiety. My family was breaking up, everything done. I was hit like it was my rock bottom. I could not fall more. And that was my search. That was my search as to what can I do now, and why me? The question was why me? When everyone else was so happy, why me? So that question led me to my search for myself, and I found mindfulness meditations. And after doing mindfulness meditations, I decided one day, like it was like 1 year and 2 years of practice, and I was living a complete hermit life, like with my husband, and I have 2 children. I wasn't working outside. Now I had no money, and I could not even ask my husband. Everything he did, he supports me with everything. But there's this woman's like feeling, I can't ask my husband for money. You must have your own money. You must have your independence. We have been brought up like that. Like like my mother ensured that you work. You should not be like me, sitting at home and asking your husband. So that was a kind of mentality for women. As for me, I work because I did not have to. I bother about money. I do not want to ask money from husband. So it was kind of like that. And so working in all these sectors, private sectors, yes, whatever Yogini ji has said, she was absolutely right. You have to set your boundaries. They will call you this time, that time. And then moving on to this field, one fine day I really decided I need money. Yes, I need money. But do I want to go back to my college? Do I want to work as a faculty again? Do I want to work for someone else in a college? That was very, very, very personal, and it was very lovely to whatever I was doing. I was working in a college. So then I decided, no, I'm not going back. Under no circumstances I'm going back, because this was giving me answers to everything in my life. My meditations, my journey through the chakras, it was giving me all answers to everything. So now the first challenge was that I was very, very embarrassed and ashamed of being a housewife. And it was so difficult after working for 10 years in corporates. Suddenly I'm at home and I'm not going out. Even my children told me, Mama, you're not going out. It's so embarrassing. Somebody asks us, what does your mama do? And we have to say you are a housewife. So it was very embarrassing even for me. I didn't go out. Even I would not go out. I would go out in the evening so that nobody like catches me. And what are you doing these days? Sitting at a housewife. It was so embarrassing, so embarrassing. But then again, mindfulness and my journey and these practices. And then when I came into the chakra journey, then I realized the first principle of life is to accept whatever work has been given to me, to accept whatever has been given to me, given to us. That's the first principle of life. Life will give us that thing which we have resisted. So I have seen all women as low, who always are there in the house. Only the women who go out and work, they are superior. That was something in my mind, and that's how I grew up in schools. Because teachers also used to tell us all the time, women should go out. Any woman who stays back in the house, we are like you understand what I'm talking about. So then that was my first challenge, to break all my judgments, all my resistances against housewife, being the housewife. And then I removed all of these. So I have these meditation tools which I use. And thankfully, all of these help me to remove all of these. I removed one by one, everything, all these emotions of shame. And then finally, it was so beautiful. I saw the beauty of being a housewife. That was the life has given me this challenge. Break this challenge of being a housewife, and then use it for your best advantage. Use your housewife work job for your highest advantage. So then I saw the beauty of it. All four of us, we eat together. We have time for each other. We'll go out together. We have time to talk. My children would rush from school because the mother is there. I know the difference. When I was not at home, they would come home at 3 p.m. Wait for me till 5 p.m. They will be all the dirty, not eating anything. So here I was ready to receive all of that. So I was so happy in the house. Plus, I didn't have to go in the morning rushing, every day, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. You don't know what's going on in the house. Just push it back and you just go. So this is one part that I realized. This housewife thing has given me so much of advantage, such freedom. And then when everybody went out, I was back to my meditations. I would do my research. I would do my studies and everything, only because I lived the highest advantage of a housewife. Then with time, I took on took these practices to a higher scale, and I took trainings, teacher trainings, and now I'm running from home. I work from home as a meditation coach, as a life coach. I have a beautiful group of people, all international. Most of them are international. And so money is flowing. Even if I'm sleeping, there is money flowing outside for me. I'm so much at rest. Relationships are beautiful. children are doing good, I have all the time for myself. So coming to the understanding that when we do something which our soul wants, then there is no pressure. Then there is no divide really. I don't feel any divide between my personal life and my work now, professional life, because my profession is so, I'm so happy in my profession that even when I'm not working, I'm just thinking, how can I grow it? What can I do for this person now? So there are so many issues that come up with all these meditation students. They have all their personal issues. Somebody they come from divorce background, some have some traumas. So what can I do now? I keep on thinking on that. I keep on studying on that. I do my own meditatively. I connect with my own higher self to help those people. So there is no difference really for me between my personal or like professional. And I have all the time for my personal life because I can always talk to them. I can always tell them we are meeting in 1 hour, but today I have to go. Oh, sorry, tomorrow we are going to meet. So it's always understanding. But and what I have understood is that when we work for our soul purpose, when we live our soul purpose, then you live so passionately and so joyfully. Your work becomes your temple. Your work becomes your like karma hi dharma. So you're so joyous in your work that I don't feel there needs to be any divide between, there is any divide between my personal and my like professional thing now. Yes, this is what my journey is. So thank you so much, Tanvi. Anything else you would like to know, you can question me, I can answer.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Moshumiba. Yeah, so you have talked about acceptance of uh, whatever role you have been in, and it may not be that you have a particular profession or anything, but then you have also called about soul calling, that there is actually no divide between the two if you're actually doing something that enriches your soul. And that's why I also wanted to bring you in, because somehow I feel that you would be a person who would believe that actually there is no such divide, and it's easy to balance if that is a part of your soul journey. Anybody else who shares the same kind of thoughts just like Moshumiba, please unmute yourselves. Ojas, would you like to share? Because I feel Ojas is also somebody who feels on the same line. He is here. If you'd like to share, you can unmute yourself, Ojas, else we can just
Hi,
proceed.
yeah, I can share. So, hello everyone, good afternoon. Uh, thank you for being here. It's lovely that we're able to come together on a weekly basis. We started doing this maybe 2-3 months ago, and nice to see that we are continuing this tradition. And I think mental health matters to uh, all of us, and we have known that there has been a shortage in society for people to express mental health concerns, or even call it as mental health, right? Like, because all of this contributes to our well-being. And really nicely selected topic, Tanvi, and thank you for hosting it. Thank you for keeping it going. We've had different hosts, different styles, and the participation makes a big difference. Uh, so yeah, thank you for making this a beautiful space. And by speaking up, by being courageous, it makes it possible for other people to speak up as well. So um like, I was thinking about what I should share, and there were a few things that came to mind, little things. But honestly, I was not feeling very connected to those sharings, like to what the things I wanted to say. But something else like came to, like, I felt a perspective was not shared over here. So I wanted to bring that alternate perspective. So I feel like the key to mental health or emotional well-being is to ultimately be on your side, to have a healthy, alive self-connection. And it may not always be possible to change our circumstances. So acceptance, then we just mentioned acceptance. Um, yeah, it may not always be possible to change, sometimes due to our life circumstances, maybe our family, maybe our financial situation, maybe because we really want to stay in that job, and we cannot just like quit for no reason. And and sometimes we just don't have that much power in us, that courage in us to make a shift. Like वो naturally नहीं आता हम में. So like what I want to say is, like, don't feel guilty, and it's not always necessary to try to solve problems like how do I do this, how do I fix this. That is also very helpful, but sometimes just being more at peace with the reality. uh, ultimately it's about meaning. If we can identify why we are doing this, then we can have a we can know at the back of our minds that this is why we are doing these sacrifices, because maybe bringing money to the home is important, maybe getting that promotion or building that CV is important, and that might help us go through those struggles. Sometimes the best way is to make a shift. Sometimes the best way is to let it grow internally and continue with it, uh, until the right time for the shift happens. And what I want to say is, like, we are always there. Like हमको लगता है कि ऐसा हुआ तो हम बर्नआउट हो जाएंगे, हम मिट जाएंगे, but we are always with ourselves, even in the most stressful, demanding environment where we are getting torn apart. We are still there, and if we can connect with that presence of self, then nothing can make us fall apart. So I just wanted to highlight the internal aspects of it rather than how to cope and what actions to take. And by the way, I have a YouTube channel where I interview certain people who have followed some alternative path, who are doing things so much on the lines of how to have a healthy work-life balance, from somebody who is a corporate person and who's also a spiritual person. So I interviewed somebody a few months ago, and I will share that link. Like, I can do it here and I can do it on the mental health group as well, and it might help some of us. Um, so like one insight that he shared was that it's not necessary that your job is your passion. Like, it's okay to do a job for the sake of a job, and you can pursue your passion separately. And another thing that he said is that uh, the greatest the greatest effort comes from inaction. Like, I think you should watch the video. I'm not phrasing it correctly, but when you are aligned in your work, probably on the lines of what Mosumi said, then it doesn't feel like work. And maybe the trick might be how to really make it feel like it is our thing, and so it doesn't feel like it is a overwork or burning out. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ojas, for sharing.
Thank you, sir.
So what we have drawn is from Ojas is that meaning is very important. To know what you are doing, why are you doing it, that's very important. And probably when you know that, then all the sacrifices and all the times that you have to spend on the work, all these make sense. And then you feel more balanced and less of being in a zone where you're complaining and not happy with what you're doing. We have comments for you. Nice session, amazing insights, wonderful. Yes, Ojas, yes. Please keep on commenting on the chat box. So very beautiful insights in a way from both Moshmiba and Ojas on the same lines of firstly acceptance, doing what you resonate with, know your why, and do what resonates with your soul. Maybe that is something that will make things more easier. And as Ojas also said, that doesn't mean giving up everything that you have and also being dissatisfied and looking for something else. But what you have, usme, if you can find the why, and usme, if you can bring in the elements that you resonate with, maybe that can be of help. And of course, limiting your time, as Yogini ji had said, having a particular time for work that may not resonate with what you actually would feel joyous and connect with, and have some time separately for doing what actually resonates with you, probably. So yes, I would like to invite others to share. Pushpa ji, would you like to go ahead and share your insights on it? Pushpa Ruprai ji, would you be willing to share? You can unmute yourself. You are on mute. Yes.
Hello everyone.
Hello, welcome. Very good to see you.
Hello, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be part of this group where everyone is sharing so much. And life obviously has been where we are all working women and have had responsibility of family, working, extended family, and we have always taken on responsibility because we think we are responsible for everyone who is part of our life. जब भी हम काम पे होते हैं हम फील करते वी आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल कि हमारा काम 100% है. हम घर पे आते हैं हमारे बच्चे वी आर लुकिंग आफ्टर चिल्ड्रन वी आर लुकिंग आफ्टर एल्डरली एंड समवेयर अलोंग द लाइन वी गेट दैट पावर फ्रॉम विदिन कि हम वो लाइफ को एवरीडे हम वो लाइफ को कैसे डील करना और एवरीडे हम नई चीज लर्न करते हैं कि कल मैंने ऐसे किया था इट डिडंट वर्क बच्चों के साथ कि खाना टाइम पे नहीं था या खाना क्यों टाइम पे उन्होंने नहीं खाया और आप लेट हो गए. So somewhere along the line we have learned to discipline ourselves. All comes down to disciplining. जैसे हमने सुना था पहले कि when we go to work we have to be professional by saying I'm only going to work till 5 o'clock and then I have got my responsibility क्योंकि काम is always going to be there. और work experience के साथ ऐसे भी है कि where I work with companies 100% नहीं 200% दिया अपना. But in time to come, when they say to you, oh, we don't need your services, they have not thought of anything. And we feel disappointed with ourselves that मैंने इतना hard work किया, they didn't appreciate or this, that and the other. So I think on that note, I will take earlier, madam बोल रही थी कि जो काम है वो काम करो, अपना कर घर पे आओ and then you're dealing with your responsibilities at home. Life has been challenged क्योंकि I come from a family of 10. Got married in a family of 5 and 3 बच्चे हैं और elderly in-laws. So साथ रहने का वो I think you have support from your family and even as earlier we heard that we have to delegate some things to family members when we are working and everyone has to sort of chip in. यहाँ पे in London obviously house care is very expensive so we tend to do everything ourselves. So बच्चे are actually brought up in that way that they have to clean their rooms, they have to help out in the weekends to clean the house, washing and this and that. But journey has been very tough and we're still carrying on. And I just hope that life will obviously it's bit nice to be active क्योंकि अगर we are not doing anything we become क्या होता है when we are on our own we can become quite lonely and अगर बाहर नहीं जाते or you're not involved with social families like that life can take a toll on a person. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It is so good to have you all the way from London. Of
Thank
course,
you.
the cultural difference and things of working, the ways of working are very different. And you said a very beautiful thing is about discipline and delegation of work. It's very important to be able to balance both the worlds well. So thank you very much for sharing, Pushpaji. All right, going ahead, we have spoken about work, the kind of work that we do, be it corporate or be it doing something of your own that you resonate with. And there are different kinds of work actually, and different kinds of work uh, brings a different kind of lifestyle, and with that comes different challenges, right? And there comes in the whole balancing aspect. So I would just like to call one by one. Kostav is here. Kostav, are you available? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Welcome.
But
So Kostav is a cinematographer. He works in the very colorful and glamorous world of films and media. And he's doing what he loves to do. And here I would like to hear from you, Kostav. How do you see this divide? Is there a divide, firstly? And how do you see it? And how do you balance it out? And do you want to turn on your video?
okay. You look very beautiful, and I can't look that beautiful, so I would rather just switch on for a second, say hi to everybody, and then switch it off. Right? Because I look like eh.
It doesn't matter. I
So,
want to put you on spotlight.
oh, that you already have done. I was hoping I wouldn't speak about it, but the topic and the issue is very interesting, important, and both Tanvi and Ojas and a lot of others know that I have been struggling with this topic for a while, because in my line of work and all, since it's a freelancer work field, it's a unique combination that you do what you love to do, like the passion that everybody keeps talking about, and yet since it's a freelance dog eat dog world, so it's as tough as it can get. Yeah, he really wants me to start the video. Okay, so saying that, it's been a very interesting journey for me, at least. It's been a lot of happiness, a lot of tears, a lot of gray hairs that have been coming up, cropping up. But I know for a fact that whatever you are doing, and even if you are doing your corporate job and you really like to do that part of the work, uh, you really don't have to worry about anything. Your worries will be something else. Like for me, when I'm on set or when I'm doing my work, is the best day or best moments of my, you know, field. I may be working for 18 hours straight, 20 hours straight, and it breaks my back and my ankles and my legs. But that's the most fun I have when I'm working on my set. And when I'm not working, is those days I really, sit back and think, what am I doing with my life? Is my art or is my life really up to the mark? So in that way, my work or the work that we do is a little different. So I don't know how many of everybody can relate to it, but those who can relate to any form of art world will understand that uh, when you create, however tough it is, like however hard it is, that's the best, most fun part of your like life. Creating something, and you're creating something, and the rest of all those moments are pushing forward for you to create those moments. So everything else that happens in life creates the moments, creates those instances, and enhances those instances that we can go and create our art. So for me, that is what I've learned in these few years. And even though Tanvee said, and everybody thinks so, cinema is not as glamorous. It looks glamorous. Some of it is glamorous on screen, but behind the screen, it's anything but glamorous. It's very, it's not glamorous. I can assure you. Like I can assure you, just looks glamorous and feels glamorous. It's not. It's as back-breaking as anything else. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Costa. Yes, definitely. I know oh God, it's a very challenging industry. But one thing I just want to share here is that because my father was from this industry and I had seen this कि हर दिन काम होता था, किसी भी time काम होता था. तो वो divide, वो personal life effect होता था. That's what I have heard from my mom. He is no more. मैं बहुत छोटी थी तब. तो what she says that she made sure कि वो personal life हमारा इस हद तक impact ना हो, because my mother was not from the film industry. So of course she would have very little access to him. And he was completely into that zone and that popular public figure. So she said that they both decided that कि personal life को थोड़ा time दे, और Sundays को he used to keep personally for his family. तो हर Sunday को हम कहीं ना कहीं जाते ही थे. तो कोई movie premiere हो, theater हो या shoot हो, my dad would not go. तो Saturdays को हमें family को ही देते थे. So that again I would come back to the point of having a set timing is very important, I think, if you need to keep that balance.
True. As I said, it's the family and it's the time and everything else that informs your art. It's not the other way around. So
Yes.
the aspect of how much time you can spend for your family is what makes you grow as a person, and that is what is most important. I love how Ojas says even God created the world in 6 days and rested.
Yeah,
That's nice.
that's true. That's a Sunday's holiday. Okay, so all right, we have a very beautiful ritual that we follow in our community, is that of selfie. So to capture the memory of all of us coming together for this session, I want everybody to please turn on your cameras just for 5 seconds so that we can quickly have a selfie with all of you. Please, everyone. Turn on your cameras just for 5 seconds. Kanchan, Madhuri, Mahesh ji, Yogini ji, Ranjita, Priyanka, Vujnij, Prashant, Aradhana. Everybody, please turn on your cameras. Vindabo, Mosumiba, you're there. Praveen ji, your camera is on, but you are not there. If you can just come. And yeah, I think we can just smile today, or if anybody has any pose, we can adopt it. Do you have any pose for us, Costa or Kamal ji? Okay, Ojas is showing something, but we can't see the face.
It's like chilling, like apna thanda rakho, something like that. हाँ.
पर मुझे कैमरा में देखना आप लोग सब. Okay.
Okay. हाँ, कैमरा में देख.
Will you take the selfie, Ojas, or will I take?
Sure, I can take it. Okay.
Everybody be still. Pose.
Starting the timer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. All right, going ahead. Who can we have next? Who would like to share? Ranjita, would you like to share? Ranjita has recently moved to a new country, Australia, and I'm sure you're having your own share of juggling going on. Why don't you just tell us more about it?
Yeah. Actually, this is one area I have really struggled with about balancing work and life. So it was more of, trying to learn from the sharing circle on what I can do to really improve this part. Because when I was in India, I was working, and as a working mom, I think this was one area I used to struggle a lot, because my profession was also my passion. So I'm an HR professional, and when I would get into my workspace, I would literally lose, like time and space. Like you get into the flow state. So I would get into that state, and I am guilty of devoting more time to my work than my home. And I used to have quite a bit of issues after my first kid was born. I think I improved a bit, and then I had my second child, and I think it's a process for me, frankly. And I don't think I have reached that perfect balance state. I'm still work in progress. I'm just being very open and honest. I don't have an answer for this whole balance, how to balance it all. But yeah, I'm still on that path. Right now, I'm on a break, because I've moved countries and I need to kind of get back and stuff. And sometimes that also causes a bit of an anxiety in me. I have to literally start from scratch. Like it's like a snakes and ladders game. Ki aap ek jagah pahunche ho, and then suddenly, like a snake, you're like back on zero. So I'm right now grappling with that bit. So it's a journey still for me.
Mhm. Thank you for sharing, Ranjita. There are comments. Don't worry, nobody can balance perfectly. Yeah, true. And somebody, Priyanka, I think she said that it can't be balanced 100%. If we give 100% of professional life, then we have to manage with our personal one. Family members should cooperate, and setting time is very important. Yes. I think Michelle Obama once said something very beautiful, that it's never going to be 50-50. It's going to be 60-40 or 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, and even sometimes 100-0. But it depends. Sometimes the 100 would be in the professional sphere. Sometimes it might need to be in the personal sphere. Sometimes 80 would be in the personal space. Sometimes you might be in the 20% in the professional sphere. But that varies with time, and it cannot be a linear, or it cannot be a straight line where it's always balanced all throughout the day and all throughout the month. So anybody who would like to share about that? I actually would have loved to bring Vinita Bhuya. Bhuya is my bhabhi, and we call her Bo. Bo is the Assamese term for bhabhi, and she's a doctor by profession, doing very well in her career, and she just had given birth to 2 twins, and she is balancing everything out. So it might have been a good way to hear from you also. If possible, you can unmute yourself, Vinita Bo. If not, we will just proceed. Pushpaji says congratulations to you, Vinita Bo, if you can hear. All right, maybe she's not here. I'll just move ahead. And we have with us Aradhana. Aradhana, do you want to share? If I have not mistaken, are you a student? Are you there with us?
Yes.
Hi, Aradhana.
Hello, ma'am.
Can I see you? Have you? All right, I can't see you. Do you want to turn on your camera?
Okay. Hello.
Hello, Aradhana. Aradhana has been volunteering with us. She helps us in the social media team. Very good to see you. You're a student, so how do you deal with juggling or bringing a balance in this two spheres? आप कैसे balance करते हैं अपना काम और अपना जो personal space है वो?
I mostly dedicate, during exam days only I study, and most of the time I do whatever I like. So I don't have that much problem.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
And going ahead, it's 3:35. We will go on for next 10 minutes. We will wrap up by 3:45. So let's go ahead. Kamal ji, would you like to share? Kamal ji, our very own, he is a part of our family. He is an excellent teacher of yoga who has made his interest a part of his profession. He also runs his own business. तो कैसे आप बैलेंस करते हैं कमल जी?
Hi, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Work-life balance. Before yoga, actually, मैं थोड़ा सा पीछे जाना चाहूँगा. When I completed my studies and then I started working for corporate. I have worked almost for 4.5 years in corporate at different profiles. और वहाँ का culture बहुत different था. Like वहाँ पे 5 days working था and there are Saturday, Sunday off. And just a second. Yeah, sorry. So there are Saturday, Sunday off. So वहाँ पे like every weekend we have night outs with friends and movies जा रहे हैं and कभी घूमने जाना होता है. But फिर उसके बाद when I left my corporate, I joined my father's business and along with that एक missing सा लग रहा था कि यार मतलब I can like that balancing I was finding कि चलो अपना helping my father at his own business because we have a business you can see है ना यहाँ पे in Delhi we have a sari business from last 40 years almost. तो अपना मॉर्निंग में पापा के पास आ जाना फिर इवनिंग में चले जाना तो कहीं जाना भी होता था तो पापा कभी मना नहीं करते थे कि ओके यू कैन गो आई विल हैंडल बट आई वाज फीलिंग यार आई हैड that 4 years of experience in corporate उसके बाद again I'm doing that thing which I could do earlier. So फिर yoga came into my life and in that flow I did my post graduation in diploma in yoga then masters in yoga और धीरे धीरे so many things came in my life. When it comes to the personal and professional life balance तो मुझे लगता है जैसे freelancing की बात हो रही थी ओजस की या फिर मौसमी जी सेट की इन freelancing या कौस्तभ ने बोला it looks very easy from outside but sometimes it's very tough because you have to give your 100%. Even when I was into corporate I was a like bright employee and I got award every month over there as a best employee almost like there were quarterly there was an R&R award. I worked there for 2 years and in those 2 years I got 6 R&R award. So I was giving my best over there as well. लेकिन when I left my job I thought यार मेरे बिना कंपनी कैसे चलेगी ये चलेगा मतलब I was doing so good and I feel like this is my work. I never felt कि मैं कंपनी के लिए काम कर रहा हूँ. So I never took any work in my life like I'm doing someone for someone else. I always took any work like this is my work and I have to give my 100%. So when I came into yoga, I did a job in Kendra Vidyalaya as a yoga teacher. So वहाँ पर भी I gave my 100%. I have shared in last sharing circle also that I got lots of love, respect from all the kids, all the teachers in the school. तो अभी लगता है कि आई एम ऑन द राइट पाथ एंड आई एम बैलेंसिंग बिकॉज द लव आई एम गेटिंग द रिस्पेक्ट आई एम गेटिंग फ्रॉम माई प्रोफेशन इट्स इनक्रेडिबल and it makes me feel proud and always gives me that boost that you can do and my family is also very happy that I'm doing something worthwhile and I never thought about monetary things that is like my weak point because if I think only monetary thing तो वो फिर शायद मैं इतना ज्यादा शायद उसको डेडिकेटली ना कर पाऊँ because I believe that if you do something by heart and you're giving your 100%, money flows to you automatically. So I have seen this thing that like 3 months ago I did a workshop I created a workshop actually, and there were almost 60 to 70 participants and 90% from Europe. I had only one client from Europe, and he brought all those rest of the client. So I believe in that vibration, or because of that, I feel that I can easily maintain the balance. अभी मैं shop पर भी देखता हूँ. I do my yoga classes. I take personal sessions. I do workshops. 5M के साथ भी I am associated. तो अभी सब balance हो जाता है और मुझे इतना कोई problem लगता नहीं है. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kamalji. So, yeah, it has been beautiful to hear all of you. Lovely comments. Pressure and stress in jobs comes when we think there is more work and less time. Very true, Moshumi ji. Yes, Pushpa ji has been supporting and giving very beautiful comments. Thank you so much. It's lovely to have you. It's lovely to see your comments here. So yes, thank you very much everybody for participating with us. We have shared the link of 5M movement community. So we are the 5M movement. We started last September. We are a community of people who wake up early morning, and we are into healthy habits and personal development. We also developed a EST platform, which happens at 2:30 p.m. IST, where today we have joined. We have weekend special sessions, and Soulful Saturday Sharing Circles is one of them. We have mental health group, and this is a part of the broader vision, which we are calling as the Alive as One community. So with an open heart, I welcome you all to be a part of this community. We have shared the links here. You can join our community and be a part of these sessions that we keep on holding on weekends, and every morning 5 a.m. we meet and we have some movement together. We do some meditation and start our days afresh. And of course, again, repeating, weekends we have special events, and Sharing Circle is one of them. It has been such a joy to see you all, and especially the people who I really knew that their stories would inspire people, and we all will get to learn something from here. Thank you so much for coming. And if any of you wish to share further on the topic that we have been discussing today, you can share it on our accountability group, or in the community page, or in the mental health group as well. So Ojas, do you think we should share the mental health group link separately, or just the community link is good?
So as soon as somebody joins the community, they will see the option of all the subgroups, and they'll be able to join the mental health group from there. But I can share the link.
Yeah, so the link that has been shared is the link of the community on WhatsApp, and you will see various subgroups, so you can select whichever group you want to be a part of. We have accountability group, where we hold you accountable to wake up early morning and follow healthy habits. We have the mental health group, where we talk about our mental health and share positive insights and share our stories with each other. And we have the movement part, where we give the announcements about everything that we keep on having. It's a voluntary platform. Ojas and I created it last year, September, and we have been having beautiful, amazing people who have come and contributed and grew it into a bigger community, and it is expanding day by day. Lots of people like Kamal, Alicia, Mahesh ji, who are here, are part of our team. Aradhana is also a volunteer with us. Ranjita is a part of our mental health team. And it has been a blessing having so many people come together and be a part of this platform. Thank you so much, Moshmiba. Amazing sharing. Thank you so much. It has been such a joy to hear you, and it has been an inspiration. Thank you very, very much. And yes, please do Please click on the link if you want to be a part of the community. And that's it for now. Thank you very, very much. I look forward to seeing you in the next session. Next Sunday, we are going to have a very interesting, fun game, which is called the Treasure Hunt. It will be hosted by Ojas. So all of you are already invited for it. And do join the community so that you can be a part of our morning sessions also. Thank you, everybody. Namaste. Bye.